Hey guys, I'm here to show you how I did the fireman cup that I posted tonight in the Tumblr group. It will be in two parts because I obviously cannot do the water slide on the same night since it's late and it has to dry. I do have to work tomorrow, so it'll be tomorrow night before I can do the second part, but I'll show you how I did that too. First, I'm going to start off by letting you know I used spray paint on my tumbler, the first step that I did. I used the Rust-Oleum 2x Ultra cover, and it is gloss coral on my cup. I used 4 different colors of alcohol inks. I used butterscotch, espresso, ginger, and raspberry. Sorry, I have alcohol ink all over my bottles. Okay, I'm going to turn my camera down to face the cup. The first thing I did after I spray painted my cup, I let it dry real good, put it on my cup turner. It's just easier for me to do it this way. I usually do not wear gloves. If you've seen my first tutorial that I've ever done, and that was on the Life is Good Today beach tumbler, you'll know I don't usually wear gloves, but I do have to work tomorrow. So to save my hands, so people does not wonder what I've been up to with ink all over my hands, I'm putting them on tonight. You do whatever works for you. I used a milliliter of epoxy, 1 ml of A and 1 ml of part B. I do use the FX epoxy, and I use the premium. I mixed my epoxy for 5 minutes, and now I just go straight to the cup and put it on. I did mix this beforehand because I didn't want it. I know all of y'all probably know how to mix epoxy by now. If you don't, you can text me and I can tell you in a message. But I put my epoxy straight on my tumbler after I mixed it. I do not wait. Again, that's personal preference. You can wait if that's what you're used to doing. There's no right or wrong way. You just do what works for you. Sorry about the background. My daughter's putting together a piece of furniture and listening to music on the radio as she does it. We all work better with music, right? Okay, so my cup is covered, and as you can see, I was not very neat about it, but it'll be okay. It's all gonna work out. I'll get my little torch. I bought this at Walmart. It was like $5. I smoothed my air bubbles out with my torch. I just let it go around and once to get the air bubbles out. As you're doing this, you can see the air bubbles pop. You can see the epoxy moving around to smooth out. I also do the bottom. Never forget the bottoms. You wouldn't want to go outside without your bottoms, so don't forget to do the bottoms of your cup. Okay, after I get my air bubbles out of my epoxy, I'm just going to let it turn for a minute while I open up my alcohol inks. Let me get some gloves on so I don't get them all over me. I do make a mess with ink all over my hands at times. Okay, the first step is I do not leave this on the turner when I start this. I only put it on the turner to begin with to get the epoxy on. I'm going to take it off my primer. Bear with me just a moment. I put this screw on just a little bit too tight on my turner, so let me get it off. Okay, took it off my cup turner. Open up my alcohol inks. I do not use any certain color first. I just grab whatever is laying on the table. And I start dripping the first color from the top. I go all the way around the cup one time. Pick up the next color and I do the same thing. I also put it on the bottom a little bit. I just let it drip. Go all the way around the cup with this color. And yes, you do see my epoxy dripping off, but that's okay. Next color, I just drip it. There's no rhyme or reason to this. And then I do my fourth color. Doesn't matter where you put it. You see that? Then I turn it back up this way. I do the same thing. Okay. After I get it all the way around, I just flip it over a couple times. Let it drip this way. Turn it back up just for a minute or two. And then put it back in my cup turner. Turn my cup turner on. And I let it spin. It will look a hot mess while this is turning, but in the end, have a pretty cool looking cup. You just have to be patient and let it turn all night. I also, on my cup, I do use a heater. I am in a basement, so the humidity here can sometimes play havoc on my cups. So I do use a little mini heater. I don't put it too close. This is all I do to get that fire look on my cup. I will see y'all tomorrow night. We'll look at the next step after this is dry, which will be putting the water slide on. I will go ahead and already have the water slide images printed out. That way I won't take up so much of your time, but I will show you how I apply them. Y'all have a good night. Thank you for watching.